All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. This will be taken in at the 1. Nifty move. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Start out with a run by Ferguson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Darnold finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
First carry for Kenyon Drake. That fights through one there. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And now running right through it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front.
Hey, call me back in like 45 minutes from now while I'm playing the video game real quick.
It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A carry for Foreman, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st quarter lead. point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Darnold on first down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run down here with Ferguson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st down, Drake. Room to run past midfield. Oh, now he bowls it over. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll hand it off to Ferguson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here.
Here we go now. Blue
first down throw, Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A second down carry for Ferguson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Flex round! Flex round! Hut! Hut!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Dre. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Flex round! Flex round! Hut! Hut!
They'll drop to throw. He goes underneath to Drake. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, But we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. They don't get it all back there, but they do get 8. And it sets up a 3rd and 15.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here is complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Yeah.
Double team and it's intercepted.
That's my fault.
Picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Perfect play call.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards.
I ain't tripping on him throwing it to the running back because you can take these checkdowns all day.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's caught inside the 35. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First down, it's Darnold. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Should have kicked the field goal.
And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a play drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Foreman. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And an alley to run.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Gun now on 3rd down. He dumps it off to Drake. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! White, Nandi! White, Nandi!
They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
I just don't have the throwing power.
To right around the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit.
I just didn't have the throwing power.
He's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So the defense there,
he fumbled it.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Not the made a big play.
He fumbled that, man.
If that knee was down,
he fumbled that.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, and that the ball
he fumbled that, but whatever.
Before the knee hit the ground.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking and finding Allen Hearns. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards.
Good play call.
Up on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ohio! Ohio! Hut! Hut!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. New York set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Darnold on first down.
Good play call.
Lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got
He's called that play before.
Down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They'll start out here with the option left.
He should not be able to turn like that.
For a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
He should not be able to turn like that. It should have held him and made him commit to the inside.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Foreman. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
To throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Take it at the 37. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Set. 319. 319.
On the handoff, this is Ferguson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
I've seen that played like 4 times already.
Almost to the 25. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man.
He'll throw 1,000 checkdowns. That don't bother me at all.
Just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I will let you throw 1,000 checkdowns.
Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Good job.
Taken down at the 2-yard line.
I don't know why he failed trying to swat it. I don't like that.
They've got another first. Well,
he failed trying to swat it.
So. That interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Let's go.
Darnold to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right.
Ah.
He's in. Touchdown.
He got by me.
New York. A great play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds Hearns left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Darren Lee not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it to Hearns. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On the toss, here's Foreman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
No need to say nothing. Just play your game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go.
Now Foreman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. 2nd down, here's an option right. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And now running right through it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Dolphins, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at